Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Starfield, where last time we discovered that the UC is keeping a supposedly executed war criminal in their basement. Seriously, the UC is dodgy sometimes. And today we're going to kick off with the latest mission from aforementioned war criminal. Apparently, to help with the Terramorph situation, we need to get an old robot back on site, but okay, supposedly, he's not going to be that easy to just bring in. We need to go and speak to Hadrian first, so in which case, just a quick hop, skip and a jump over to Sol, let's go visit Mars. So okay, first time we've been back here since we first broke into it, and okay, sadly, still no Terramorphs inside the holding cells, dear flippin' dear, though. Okay, bare minimum, it was definitely darker last time we were here. Like, they found the light switches. Good starts. Oh, never mind. Work has begun, so okay. Percival Walker, right here, just started to, you know, do some autopsies on some various bits and pieces on the table. Marvellous. Oh, and here's fun, by the way. In a side room here where you can find Hadrian. Just ignore her for a second, because round by her desk, you can get her unique outfit. Lovely. The stats are reasonable, plus 10 health is not bad, but no. I like my fitted business suit with my cowboy hat. I think that works pretty nicely. Right, Hadrian, let's have a chat about, yes, an old robot that you guys apparently need.
These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
Okay, so, yes indeed, honestly, step one, what sort of monster eats Terramorphs? Because, I mean, if it doesn't eat people, we could just introduce that, like, everywhere.
Well, ate. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Okay, that does sound awesome. So, right, back to step one here. I've got you a research team. They should be arriving soon, but, as I say, apparently we need a robot or something.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
Seriously, what is so special about this robot?
Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments. No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down?
No, that's my next step, and okay. That would explain why he's able to still be alive on Niira after all this time. Places swarming with, you know, nasty monsters, but he's very specifically good at that sort of thing. Though, yes, we might need your help with that.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
Okay, so... Ooh. I feel like, you know what? I want to tell her. I trust Hadrian. Hadrian seems cool, and... I mean, she knows all about the cloning and whatnot. And, hang on. You must know. Like, he was suggesting they had a relationship at some point. Like, he tried to teach her. Yes, you must know about him already, surely.
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them?
Okay, never mind. So, Hadrian, please listen to me. Like, I must have misunderstood what he said. Like, I thought these two knew each other, but... Hadrian, please. He's alive. In a cell somewhere. I could take, like, you know, a photo, if you'd like.
No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know, so... I mean, yes, he seems to be doing a good job tracking down criminals, bare minimum.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
Victus. Alive after all this time. His use to anyone is irrelevant. He should have been executed for his crimes, as they claim to have done in the first place.
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I may regret, like, you know, telling Hadrian, because, also, now, like, you know, Andreja knows, and she wasn't sworn to secrecy, and also doesn't like the UC, and Hadrian's not, like, you know, thrilled about the UC, so, oh dear. I feel like this might have consequences down the line.
You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
Okay, so right, they did know each other, then he was supposedly executed, and that's what she believed, so yes, after that point, they never saw each other again. Gotcha.
I'm honestly not sure what his endgame might be. Involving himself in preventing terramorph attacks after all the damage he's done? Something doesn't add up. But he clearly understands how valuable it'd be to have Kaiser involved in this endeavor. So, I still think it'd be worth looking into. If you're willing.
Okay, I still think he somehow engineered the crisis so he can then resolve it and then maybe use that as leverage to get himself free in some capacity. So, I'll do it, but yeah, sooner or later, he's gonna reveal his hands.
I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things.
Okay, apparently Hadrian might have some new toys for me or something.
Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
Yes, indeed. We're going to Niira, and... bloody hell, last time I was there it was a bit nasty.
A battlefield? On Niira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Niira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation, and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
Oh, I figured that's where we'd be going, yeah. I've met him already, I know precisely where we're kicking off. Okay, before we leave Seoul though, one other curious thing I just noted after, you know, last episode I realised I'd missed a whole bunch of stuff just chilling out in Alpha Centauri. Which is on this occasion, yes, the ship symbol. Normally indicating, hey, the UC is guarding this world for some reason. There's one over Mars here. It's like, you know, the symbol meaning you're going to get scanned as you arrived. But in Sol, there's a couple of extra ones. Over here around Jupiter, the moon of Europa, Yeah, supposedly there's a ship guarding this world, despite the fact there's, literally nothing on it. And another one over here on Titan around Saturn, but on this occasion, okay, there's something here. A unique location, new homesteads. Well, while I'm passing by, I'm gonna go say hello to these guys. So okay, stepping outside here, we've got gravity nice and floaty, temperature bloody cold, and oxygen non-existent. By the looks of it, yeah, we're not really talking about, a proper settlement or anything. This place is not exactly well set up to be a real town for humanity, but maybe, just maybe, this was like, the first test colony off-world, where they were doing like, a dress rehearsal before they set off for Alpha Centauri proper or something. So okay, by the looks of it, yeah, we've got one central building with like a control tower up top here, then a whole bunch of, yeah, modular little habitations connected by tubes down the back, so okay, this might be a proper town I've just stumbled across here.
We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
And that might be a good hint too. We don't mess with history. This may not be like, an active society anymore, but I suspect this was once like, at the forefront of... Andreja, did you just come out of the town we've not gone into yet? Companions, they do just teleport all over the bloody place. Yes, this place used to be fucking important. Let's go investigate. Oh, here we flipping go. I think I found the old Earth Museum underground in the basement, and on top of that, it's even got a McDonald's attached to it. Marvelous.
I didn't know about the methane harvesters before coming here.
The Brown Horse Tavern, was it, huh? The food was better than I expected from a backwoods planet like this.
It has a quaint charm, doesn't it?
Just like the rest of New Homestead.
Well, I hope you'll come back and see us again sometime, and I hope you'll consider another Star Sap tour. Tell your friends.
Bye.
Bill, thanks again.
Excuse me, Bill. You've got to do a better job of keeping your tour groups out of trouble.
What do you mean?
That little boy almost wound up on my operating table. Claudio said he was playing with some of the machinery down by the mines and nearly got his arm stuck inside. It could have been ripped off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, kids, little troublemakers. I'll tell the guests to be more careful.
Damn right. You've got to do something, or else next time it happens, I'm billing you personally.
Yeesh.
Okay, so it sounds like this place is, yes, simultaneously a tourist museum, but also still a working mine, and this woman is not happy about that. Oh, better and better, yes, there's a small shop here selling resources including platinum and titanium. I need both of them back on the ship. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, and here we flipping go. We can actually, like, start filling in some of the blanks about leaving Earth and whatnot, and I think I was pretty much spot on. So, 2107, NASA sent an unmanned probe to Titan, which paved the way for the development of the Titan Astrobase, completed in 2130. By 2185, the Titan Astrobase project was transitioned into the colony of New Homestead. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head, yes, precisely what the year was the, big ship set off to take people to Jemison, but that's what this place was. It was literally the test bed for humanity colonizing other worlds, and, oh, that's really cool. Okay, but I can't help but notice as I wander around, everyone keeps saying, hey, watch out for the doctor doesn't like tourists, etc, so... Right, that doctor we saw right at the start, I suspect we should go and have a chat to her. Also, I can't help but notice, downstairs inside the residential area proper, they've got Space Frog here. Space Frog has spread from Mars to Titan, okay. Well, that's just cocking adorable. Okay, Doctor, talk to me about the tourists.
They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people.
Okay, so... right. You want me to, get rid of the tourists?
I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief.
What the absolute cock? You know what? Screw it. You're right. I don't care if that works. This sounds hilarious. Sign me up.
Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here.
Just out of interest, like, how alive would you like these tourists to be by the time we're done? And when you say, like, realistic monster costume, hang about here. Oh, it's not an outfit. It's a spacesuit, so it's got proper little wiggle physics. Though wearing it literally puts me over capacity because, okay, I just carry way too much stuff. Well, this is just lovely. Okay, step one, dump as much stuff inside, yes, the boat as I can get away with, because I'm carrying, you know, a fair few resources right now. No, dump the resources I'm carrying, thank you. Right, next up, slip on the monster costume, so, okay, I'm still over capacity, but only just. There we go, just dump a handful of mines I'm never going to use, and we should be just okay. And now, okay. I am now a monster, so they said run up to these tourists and scare them, and logically, what's going to be scarier than, you know, an alien with a shotgun? Right, I'm here to take over your pathetic planet, and as you can clearly see, I have got large amounts of explosives and etc, etc. Yeah, that's right, you'd better run, tourists. Okay, just keep on keeping on, and by the way, I can't fly, actually. Sorry, I'm not wearing a jetpack right now. You can't fit a jetpack onto this thing, apparently. But, like, you know, gravity's pretty low, so I can still sort of fly.
Get away! Get away!
I do enjoy how you can just catch up with them, because they're so slow, thanks to the various doors, and, can literally go into the airlock with the tourists I'm chasing. That was some incredibly half-hearted screaming right there. I don't believe you're really scared of me.
It's chasing me!
Okay, you sound a bit more convincing. Also, I enjoy how, like, no one else cares. These three people are terrified. Everyone else just not responding at all. Also, oh, you were a child. Sorry, I was traumatizing a child. Doctor, I've done it. I've crashed the local economy. You're welcome.
Thanks for indulging me with my weird ideas. Tell you what, if you want to come back later and do this for me a couple more times, I'll even let you keep the costume.
Oh, flip me. Experience, credits, and I will do it. Let me go and do this. I want to keep this costume permanently. I also enjoy how every time you do this is the third and hopefully final time, it's the same group of tourists. And also, Andreja, put a spacesuit on. It's minus 180 degrees right now. Yes, as I was saying, it's the same three people every time. Because, like, you know, they're wearing the same spacesuits and everything. Also, if you're supposed to be, like, you know, their kid, they do leave their kid behind every time. Like, I'm pretty sure he runs a bit slower because he's a child, so they just leave him to get eaten by the monster. It's marvelous.
Oh, I managed to find another costume for you to keep. I'll hold on to the old one in case we still need it. Come back anytime.
And there we go. We are officially done, and now I get the proper permanent monster costume. Now, by any chance, is this one going to be like, you know, better or something? Sadly, it's still terrible, but you know what? I feel like just occasionally I might put this on during important plot moments, just to undermine the seriousness of the situation. Okay, that's enough of traumatizing the same family over and over again repeatedly. Time to get on with, you know, business elsewhere in the galaxy. And before I forget, hang about over to the weapon workstation. I've now got the titanium and platinum to wrap up, yes, my new demoralizing professional advanced shotty. Lovely. Okay, having done a fair bit of exploration in Sol, let's get back over to, yes, Niira here in Nirian, because we actually know precisely what we're walking into here. I've been down to this place before. here we go. I remember this. Old mechs being broken down. We now understand that a bit better, actually. The giant one. First Cavalry, of course. So, right, just a giant scrapyard for the old mechs and whatnot. And Jill, my friend, I think we have... Actually, hang on. Have we spoken before? I spoke to someone out here previously. May have been someone unrelated. They started being like, you know, a treasure map or whatnot. Though we never really explored what on earth is going on outside. I think there's some explosions going on outside. Yes, we never actually explored it because we kind of went looking for a few of the locations, but unfortunately, yeah, there were a lot of very nasty monsters between me and the good stuff. So, right, Jal, let's have a nice chat.
Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least, that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him.
Okay, so that sounds about right, but... Sirens, we know what that is. White whale, obviously, yes, a reference to Moby Dick, so... Okay, that's what we're looking for. Don't mention the UC Xeno Warfare team, they're probably not popular around here, so... Any chance, buddy, you can point me in the right direction.
Sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here, so if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate.
Okay, so... I mean, I'm gonna be honest, $1,000 is nothing, buddy. You can have $1,000. That is not a problem.
Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, shipwreck about a quarter-click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open, too. Sirens and Ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
Okay, now I suspect I know precisely the location he's referring to. I remember this, in fact, just off to, yeah, the right. If you're facing the main shed right there, there was a large ship down bottom at the end of this valley. In fact, I went to go and visit it previously, but there was nothing there. But, you know, the odd monster, robot, a few mercs, etc., etc. So, okay. I suspect we now know what we're dealing with here, and, okay, as I was just saying, hang about. Gravity about 0.6. That may be enough for me to be able to keep, you know, floating. And if so, that means we could just... Okay, that in fact was a dead robot, not a siren. Now, hang on. Where are the sirens? I remember you guys. You were nasty. Last time I passed by here. They may already be dead, as I say. I passed by this location previously. If we're lucky, well, I like the silhouettes. The silhouettes against the horizon are pretty bloody good, actually. That's cool. So, okay, just... stay up nice and high. There we go. One injured siren. Possibly. I've injured you before. Not sure about that, buddy. So, okay. Not too difficult, but we're not one-shotting them either. To be honest, like, yeah, they're not nothing. Eyes open. Ears open. You use the scanner to look for life. I see you over there, and I see you over there too. Right. This is my destination. Just need to get you ready to go, and yeah, the problem is range. Thanks, good enough. Okay, that's pretty solid. It's pretty solid over there. Just keep it going if we can get both of you. Okay, the gravity's just a little bit too strong locally for me to... There you go, I lost you for a second. Right. I won't deny, they're tanky gits. They're taking good hits here. So, that was definitely a legendary one. Hello over there. You don't get to flee, by the way. Sadly, yeah, legendary creatures don't drop anything good. They just drop, you know, random materials I've not really found much use for yet. Maybe in advanced chemistry or something. And hang on. Handful of mercs up there. Don't worry about that. Let's just make our way to the ship, see if we can find our robot friend. Because, they were saying, listen for a beacon. I'm guessing, like, you know, a Fallout 4 follow the beeping sort of a thing. There we go. We do also have a nice, convenient... That's not a door. That's not a door. That's not how doors work. So, right. Something that, like, you know, isn't so explosive on the inside. Lights on. And myself 2 ammo, because why not? And John, check for life. Because... Does that mean... Oh, I thought that might be heat leech. Hello, heat leeches, and uh-oh. I may have... Oh! Sorry! That was Kaiser. Hi there, buddy.
Required.
So, we've got the passcode, that's fine.
Voice. Controls. Unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to. Error. Power. Level. Insufficient. Battery. Required. Type. Microcell. Inquire at. Salvage yard.
Okay, right now he's not even got enough power to move, and I do appreciate, by the way, how at some point someone made the decision and effort to give this bot a really damn badass voice. I like it, though, yeah, I suspect even once he does get going, he ain't leaving this world until he's taken out, you know, the king of the sirens or whatever. Okay, back to Jill and the rest of the crew, and right, this is literally a scrapyard that salvages parts from Max. If anyone's going to be able to sell me a microcell, it's you guys.
Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock.
Okay, so, yes indeed, either just buy it or maybe produce it. So here we go, this might be newer here, and unfortunately, right. I can't just make it using, you know, my existing supplies or anything. I need a microcell, a shield, a conductor, and power something or another. So, right. Those, I'm guessing, are now spawned out in the wasteland. Oh, yeah. There they are. So, okay. We could do that, or how much for just, you know, a finished one? I'm sorry, but I'm not paying like 11 grand for a battery. That's just a rip-off. I mean, I feel like we've already got, you know, the number of the various bits and pieces around here, the sirens and whatnot. So, okay. Number one. See you round there, buddy. As far as I can tell. I don't see any friends, so over to the pass here. Help myself too. Oh, blimey. Okay, that's slightly radioactive. Watch out for the radioactive liquid, damn it. Oh, and that wasn't just, you know, one per site. I've already got 2 of the 3 just from that first one. I just didn't realise it at first because, yes, I was kind of panicking on account of the whole radioactive liquid thing. So, right. All I need now is conductor array. Marvellous. So if we get lucky, we might be able to find that right here. Area already seems to be nice and empty. Just mosey into this thing, and there we go. Okay, definitely glad we didn't pay like 12 grand to that rip-off merchant. Right, back to the outpost. Just craft my own at this point. Be flipping beautiful. Only 4 XP for that. Dear oh flippin' dear. So yeah, with that done, we've pretty much explored, yeah, the entirety of this battlefield, with one tiny exception right at the end here. So, okay. You know what? I can never resist a mystery. Let's just see what's going on over on this side of the fields. Oh, and hello, sexy. Right, that will be the ecliptic mark. So just nuke you from orbit, nuke you from orbit. Right, then just blow up your little fuely McGibble. And oh, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There's a Unit 99 over there. I don't know what that is, but I suspect it might be special and unique. Okay. Hang about here. Get down here. There's definitely something going on here. Who is around? And also, where's Andreja gone? Andreja, who are you shooting right now? There's, oh, Unit 99's not a robot, I'm guessing. Yes, they decided to come and capture a siren. That's what you're doing. There's also one operator over there. Just finish you off. That's you nice and dead. Right. I suspect Unit 99, you just took out, like, you know, one of them, and then we... Oh! Sorry, didn't realise you guys weren't all dead yet. Yes, I think I kind of, freed their specimen by mistake. Didn't even really mean to do that, to be honest, but fine. You can... I was about to say you could go and be free. But on the other hand, like, you know, you're also a monster, like a xenobioweapon, etc., etc. Okay, I'm so sorry, you can't actually be free, because you are, like, you know, a horrifying monster, etc., etc. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, and hello, sexy. Right, Unit 99 had, like, you know, a thing plugged onto its head, so... Actually, now I think about it. Have I ever checked that, like, you know, all of you don't have those things? Like, maybe that was just how they were controlled. Oh, no, the rest of them don't. Right, they were just released as they were, but... Ecliptic moved in, and they attached this to that one to make it a bit more controllable. Got it. Okay, nothing much more of a note round here, though. Perhaps unsurprisingly, yes, in the base where they've got a Xenoweapon in a cage, Xeno-warfare tech. You know what? That's a lot of nice, easy money. We'll go sell that at the den. Before that, though, don't forget to, yes, go and reboot what's-his-face, Kaiser. Though, ooh. I mean, that's just the power. There was mention of repairs, potentially, so we may have to be a little bit... Oh, hello! There's also scorpions. Just take out the scorpions while we're passing by. No more trouble with the local scorpions, please. Thank you. Okay, Kaiser, here you go. One delicious power cell.
Battery accepted. Operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside.
Oh, yes, right. The King of the Sirens. That's what you wanted to do, wasn't it?
Weapon disarmament. High risk. So I will ask you to stand aside.
Seriously, this robot sounds so badass. I love it. So, okay. Mission suspended and Major Hadrian Sanon wants you back, buddy.
Major Sanon will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful, additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place.
Okay, let's go do that then. That sounds hilarious.
Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW99. Designation Siren. Niira's final Xenoweapon. Are you ready to proceed to the mission site?
Okay, Kaiser. Already taken care of, buddy. It turns out I'm just much better at your job than you.
Scans affirm your claim. Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? Major Sanon is involved?
And yes, indeed, we need to sort out the Terramorph situation.
A plague of Terramorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
Alright, there we flipping go, and oh, I do enjoy completing the mission before the game even tells me to do it. It's just, you know, a good way to humiliate the NPCs, pretending this is some form of ridiculous mega badass thing that we could only achieve together. Oh, and by sheer coincidence, just as we arrive back at the ship here, Andreja wants to chat about something.
I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet...
Here we go, tragic backstory. Let's hear about the snake cults.
I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence.
Okay, I do enjoy that she's telling this like this is a big revelation about her character, when, one, I regularly smuggle. Like, I'm literally carrying illegal Xeno warfare goods on the ship right now, and two, we've already done Sam's backstory, which is basically the same backstory. But unlike you, he was just doing it for the money and the partying. You were doing it to support your family. Like, you know, of all the smugglers on this ship, you're not even in the top 2 when it comes to being morally dubious. Seriously, some of the companion discussions in this game are bloody weird. Okay, before I forget and get arrested, over to the Trade Authority to sell the highly illegal goods. Also, I can't help but notice that yes, I'm now routinely seeing armor significantly better than the suit I'm currently wearing, and the only reason I'm not going over to it is because I literally can't. I've basically become addicted to the holstered effect, because I'm carrying too many bloody guns, so okay, we need to sort that out right now. You are most definitely not using every single cooking weapon on the shortcut menu, okay? Absolutely not. So, let's get this sorted out a bit. Of particular note, you are not using the Advanced Solstice. Absolutely cocking not. Now, the Peacemaker, that's interesting. Damage 117, which is pretty underwhelming, but the thing is I've been keeping it because of its range and accuracy. The problem being it's barely any more accurate than, you know, the Grunt's older shotgun. The range is only slightly longer, the accuracy is only slightly better, so... okay, potentially, this could just become my sniping weapon. The problem being the older shotgun literally can't take any type of scope, not even like, you know, a reflex scope. But I tell you what, the breach can, so hang about. If I was just to move this thing over to, you know, slug shots, accuracy 75%, range up to 46, and then take it back to a semi-automatic receiver, accuracy now at 77%, and all of a sudden, I've got myself a new sniper rifle that's basically, you know, twice as powerful, nearly 3 times as powerful as the Peacemaker. So okay, say hello to my new sniper rifle. In which case, dump the Solstice, dump the Peacemaker, and as for the Disassembler Negotiator, you can go, if only because, yes, I've literally got a Hitman Specialized Calibrator Bridger right here that's also got Disassembler. So, you know, if I need to take out robots, just use that. Just a bit more inventory tidying on top of that, and we're down to 104 mass. Meaning that lovely Veterans Explorer spacesuit we found, though okay, admittedly I kinda hate the colour, but anyway, we could go over to it and still have a 30 mass spare. And that's while carrying 13 mass of this bloody thing. Oh, you see now, that's bloody better. Okay, in which case, back to Mars. Oh, and there he goes, the magnificent bastards.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
I'm deeply concerned you're about to ask me to go to Londinian.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Niira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asyles?
Okay, I do. Can we just breed more of them? That does sound awesome.
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asyles were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asyles' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively.
Okay, never mind. I was just joking earlier, but apparently that is the plan. And yes, by the sounds of it, this isn't like, some terrifying conspiracy or anything. Humanity just sort of, accidentally ate one of the only predators that kept terramorphs in check. So, okay. My only suspicion is, where does Vivictus fit into this? Because I assume he had something to do with this nonsense.
Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asyles.
Okay, but that plan feels like it's got way more capacity to go really, really coking wrong. Yeah, definitely the giant creature behind ya.
They are quite handsome creatures, almost serpentine, even.
Always thought they looked a little more avian myself, but they put the terramorphs to shame when it comes to charm. With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asyles gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Okay, so this feels like, yes, we're coming up on the end here. One final gigantic strike against Londinian, and you know what? We're supporting these guys coming back. This is awesome. If it's genuinely a choice, yeah, you guys are being reintroduced. You're super awesome. But okay, how about we call it a part there? But next time, we are most definitely going back to Londinian. Alright, I've got my brand new armor, I've got my brand new slimmed down loadout, and yes indeed, we need to go and give it a test. So, join me next time as we begin our work reintroducing these magnificent creatures to planets across the galaxy. Hopefully, you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Starfield. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.